Wait, we need to go back to your ghost story.
Oh, it's gonna take long. Anyway,
Oh, let's see.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
we need to go back to your ghost story.
so I've told the story to my kids as well in class
No.
because sometimes ghosts come up and it's like, have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever
Yeah.
seen a ghost?
Yeah.
So this was a long time ago, and the strange thing is me and my sister we saw this ghost at the same time,
Okay.
right? Well, we think we saw a ghost. Like I said, it was a long time ago. You know, humans and memory is never great. But from what I can recall, how I remember this happening, um, the one morning, Saturday or Sunday morning was on the weekend, not sure. But my mom went down to the shop, right? And then my sister and myself, we were riding our bikes outside, up and down, up and down. And we have a driveway, and there's like a small opening, and then you can go through and drive around at the back and come back down to
Okay.
the gates and turn around. So that was our route that we used to ride.
Mm.
But as you come through this little opening up the driveway, there's an opening. Then we have the back door, and my dad was standing at the back door watching us drive up and down the thing. So as soon as we come around the corner, my
Mm.
dad can see us, and we turn around and go back down to the front gate, right?
Okay.
So we did that a couple of times, and then
This is why you were practicing driving? Is that what it is? Like you were learning how to drive?
no, we were just riding our
Oh,
bicycles.
riding your bikes. Okay.
Yeah, we were just
Okay.
riding our bikes, probably waiting for my mom to come back or
All right.
whatever. We were young, man, probably 8, 9, 10.
Mm.
My sister's 2 years older than me, so somewhere in that age.
Mm.
And the one point we were driving around, and then so the door, we have one of those door, it's like splits in half. The top can open and the bottom can open
Mm.
independently, right?
Mm.
So the top part was open, the bottom one was closed just to keep the dogs out, right? And then my dad was standing with his elbows on the thing, and my dad was watching us. And as we came past, we saw, and right there, that's the kitchen,
Mm.
right? So we saw this woman leaning back behind my dad like this, standing behind my dad, watching us. And it was like almost like she was doing the dishes or something, and she
Mm.
was leaning back behind my dad to see us.
Okay.
And this woman was very pale, from what I can remember, very, very pale, like extremely pale,
Oh.
right? She had a red dress on
Oh, what the fuck?
with like white polka dots, or must could have been white flowers or something.
Uh-huh.
And she had like red hair.
Uh-huh.
She leaned back and she looked at us.
Uh-huh.
And me and my sister saw this woman, and obviously we knew that's not my mom.
Yeah.
Fucking, who's this woman? We crashed into each other, and we fell down, and like started crying and shit like that.
No.
My dad came out and he thought, oh, that's fine, man. You guys aren't even hurt. And it's like, no, it's not us. There's someone in the house. There's a
Yeah.
woman in the house.
Yeah.
And my dad could see like we were freaked out because I mean I fell down on my bike every single day, and I
Yeah.
don't cry about that, but I
Yeah.
was like genuinely freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my dad went in and didn't see anyone.
Maybe it was somebody who used to live there before you.
So this is where the story gets a bit deeper, right?
Ah, did you dive in?
So what happened was we found out eventually that a woman, two people died in that house.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So two people died in that house.
Oh.
The guy that used to live when he was young, he used to live there. He lived down the road from us, so he just moved down the road, right?
Okay.
So we know this guy, and so eventually we found out that his grandmother died in that house.
Mm-hmm.
She was just old and sick, and then she died.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy's mom actually shot herself in my parents' bedroom.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so she shot herself in the bedroom, and
Did she have red hair?
well, I can't remember correctly, but I think my dad asked him about the hair.
Yeah.
He did say yes, but I might be mistaken about that.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, a woman about in her 40s. Yeah, we
Fuck.
saw them. So, and then that's that, right? We never said anything to anyone. It was like, okay, fine,
Oh.
moving on. And then one day we went on vacation, and we had my dad's brother come look after the house, right?
Oh.
So my dad's brother came and he stayed, looked after the house, and we were like 6 hours away
Oh.
at the beach chilling. Then one night we go to bed, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you went back to the house, not at the beach.
No. So we're still on vacation.
Okay, okay. And your uncle's at the
My
house.
uncle's at the house, right?
Oh.
3 o'clock in the morning, my dad gets a phone call, and my uncle's like freaking out over the phone.
Holy fuck.
There's a woman in the house. There's a
Oh,
woman
fuck.
in the house.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, and
Yeah.
he's like freaking out.
Yeah.
And he was quite scared and whatever. So he turned on all. My dad's like, just turn on all the lights,
Oh.
and check everywhere, just
Oh.
make sure. And So he turned on all the lights. It's like, I can't see anything. All the doors are locked. Windows are closed.
No fuck.
But he was laying on the sofa in the living room, watching TV. And then fell asleep, and then something just woke him up. It wasn't a sound or anything, but he just woke up, and he saw this woman looking down at him.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
So he pulled the blanket over his head, and then he stayed there for a couple of minutes, and he looked again, and the woman was gone.
Oh fuck! You know what's scary is like we imagine as kids like adults are like invincible and they're super strong and they're not afraid of shit.
No.
But you get a story like this, and like I imagine now, if I was like 30 or 40 years old and I saw that shit, I would freak the fuck out,
bro.
Like your dad had balls of steel, bro, because he was like, just turn on the lights. I'm like, yo, you need to get the fuck out of the house right now.
No.
Like, get the fuck out of
No,
the
but
house.
that's the thing,
burn that place down.
everyone has seen this woman, but except my dad.
Oh.
You know, everyone's seen this woman except
So he's
my
probably
dad.
just like, oh.
It's like, you guys are just imagining something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
Dude,
then
I
the
would be
same
so
thing.
scared.
The same thing happened. So the next morning, my dad spoke to him. Yeah, so it's probably nothing. It was probably just dreaming or whatever. And he's like, no, I saw a woman in that house.
No.
I'm telling you now. This woman woke me up, and
did he describe what she looked like?
He couldn't see well.
Yeah.
But she was pale.
Yeah.
Right, she was pale.
Red hair.
I can't remember what the red hair. I don't think because the lights were off and everything, so I couldn't see her hair or anything. But he just said she was very pale.
So she was like floating on top of him. Basically?
No, not floating, just standing. He was on the couch.
And she was just standing there. And
she was just standing, looking down at him.
Oh, I just got goosebumps! Yeah. Holy fuck!
And this happened again, right? So a few years later, we went on vacation, same because my grandmother used to live at the beach, right? So 6-hour drive, we go to my grandmother's house.
And your uncle went house sitting?
Not
again?
uncle, my dad's cousin this time.
Yeah, I would. If I was your uncle, I would never go back to your house.
No, he didn't. That was his last time.
Never, bro. Oh my god.
So same thing happened. Next morning, we get a call from my dad's cousin. He said, last night, let me tell you what happened. He wasn't as scared. No. He was like, last night, I saw this woman in the living room. Same story. He was laying, watching TV, and this woman was there. Like, we woke him up, and he saw this woman. He closed his eyes. He opened his eyes again. He was like, no, she's
Holy
gone.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think she was malicious. I think she was. Just
I guess not.
Like,
yeah.
She was just kind of like looking around to see, like, oh, what are you guys doing in my house?
In my house.
Yeah, like, what are you doing lying down on my sofa?
And then years later, now my dad might start believing because now years later.
Are you still living in the same house?
My parents are still living there. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. So then what happened now? That recently, my dad would get wake up in the middle of the night, and he says like someone is scratching his foot, the bottom of his foot.
Oh my god!
So the first time it happened, like he was sleeping, and my dad's very ticklish under his feet, right?
Yeah.
So the first time it happened, someone just like
this is recent.
Yeah, this was like a couple of years ago, right? And someone just did this to his foot, just scratched with their finger all the way up, and my dad woke up and he thought it was my mom, because usually when my dad, when he sleeps, he snores, and then my mom has to like tap him or something so he wakes up. So he thought it was my mom, and she was sleeping because she was snoring, right? She was like, and it's just the two of them in the house. Yeah. All right. So he gets up and he walks around and he starts looking in the rooms. He's like, what the fuck? What was this? What was this? So yeah.
Dude, your dad he's not scared of anything. Like, I'm sure he's a little bit more scared now, but like,
maybe
I would move if my brother called and he said that, at first I might be like, okay, fine, whatever, bullshit. Yeah. But then if my cousin called after that and said the same exact thing, I would get the fuck out of that house. Like, I would sell that house without, like, I would just sell that house.
I probably lived there for like 30 years now.
Yeah, but sell it. What are you doing still in that house? Like,
she hasn't done anything.
I know, but it's like, God damn.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's been so long since my sister and I saw that thing. I don't even know if I remember correctly the sequence of events of what happened.
Yeah, but
there.
the fact there's 3 confirmed events, like, it's not just one. I mean, as little kids, maybe you have wild imaginations. You might have seen something, it's just kind of like, okay, whatever. But you get a grown-ass adult sleeping on the couch, and the same thing happens to another grown-ass adult. Like, you hightail the fuck out of that house. All right, so if you like this video, please click subscribe in the middle over here, and check out our links below under the video.
And also make sure to click on the notification icon so that you can stay up to date with our future episodes. And be sure to leave some comments below and let us know what you would like us to discuss in future episodes.